We are here. We are live. We are coming at you. The dishes are done.
They
And
literally
we're
are.
back. Where are you going tomorrow? Canada?
Yeah. Driving up to
Amazing.
Canada for the weekend.
For Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. Just a breezy 8-hour drive. Let's just
Oh! That's not like impossible.
I
It's
like
heavy.
road trips. I
It's
like
very
road trips.
heavy. Yeah, I know. I was going to say, there's a part of me that, like, as long as everyone stays cool, I can, I can tap dance the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, like, who knows what we're gonna see? I don't really know what the highway is that way. So
No,
Could
it's
be
like
some cool
endless
stuff.
material.
definitely.
And
So,
are you
yeah,
are you visiting someone or are you just going to see a thing?
we're going to see Niagara, and we're
Oh,
going to
Superman.
see we're going to a Toronto Blue Jays game. So the Toronto Blue Jays Pirates
What? Blue Jays who?
game.
Pirates?
And Skeen's supposed to be pitching, so hopefully
Radical.
it'll be pretty neat. Yes, I'm very excited.
Damn.
So we'll try to fit all that in. But
How long?
should be cool.
The weekend.
yeah, I mean we're gonna pick up the kids tomorrow and drive like as soon as they get out of school. It's like get in the car.
Driving. So
Hitting the
you're going to
road.
go through like I've never crossed the border that way. So and I especially not driving, like what do you pass through?
I'm not exactly.
in.
The last time I went, I think you just needed a driver's license to go into Canada.
Okay.
And I think I was somewhere in my 20s. So it's been quite some time since I've been there last. And, now you need like a passport and all this stuff. So we'll see how that goes.
Right.
But it'll be cool. Like, you got to check a box off so the kids will go to some place where they need a passport, like another country. And so that's
Yeah.
cool. We'll see. We'll go to we went to the Astros game last year. So, we'll try to get to
That's awesome.
the Blue Jays game. So
Damn, Blue
cool.
Jays, dude! I never thought I would see a Blue Jays game.
They
It's a
have, like,
dome,
it's a dome with a opener. Like it opens in 15
retractable
minutes.
roof.
Retractable, yes. So we got and
That's
they're
awesome.
playing the Pirates, right? So it's like should be
Yeah,
interesting.
PA team.
And then we'll hit up some Niagara on Sunday, and then we'll be back on our way home to the U.S. On Monday. So, what a better day than Memorial Day to
I know.
I'm getting out of Canada. I'm going to the U.S. Heading back home.
So
What are your plans?
we're going to the Keys.
Is that like an
I wanted to-
annual, like standard one? Like,
I
did you already
guess.
know that you're going? Like before you
Yeah.
even discussed it?
Well,
Okay.
Well, I've known for a while. No. I've known for a while. It's not like anything that I planned.
Okay.
It's just like this group of friends from kids that like Hannah went to school, has been going to school with like her whole life,
Yeah.
like a couple families.
Oh, so it's like
And,
a kids trip to the Keys.
Sort of. It's
Yeah.
like all the parents kind of became this big group, It's like the mom group thread that Heather was a part of because we
Right.
all had kids in the same class, and like as they attended events and things like that, like this group of like, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them all became real close. They were like the, class moms in all of them.
Do you go to the like all the keys, or do you just pick one of the keys and then you're in one of them the whole time?
Yeah, dude, it's so funny. It's so random for me. Like, I don't even know, like, if I've been here. Heather says we haven't been here before. But, like, I wouldn't know the difference. Like, I've been to so many of them, and they're all they all have their own little charm. But, like, I don't attach the name to the place.
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, I don't know which one that one was in. I can't remember it.
They're all
hopped
the
around.
same general vicinity.
Yeah, and I have like nothing to do with the planning. Like the whole thing for me is like mentally planning to like handle it, to like get through it.
Right.
I mean, it's not like it's guys that I don't get along with or enjoy hanging out with. I just never on my own hang out with them.
Right, yeah.
These are like the only times I hang out with them. It's an odd relationship.
It's tough. It's tough. Like, you know, early in life, you're kind of forced together, you know, in school and stuff like that. So you're able to make friends because you're going through kind of the same turmoil, the same problems day to day, and you've seen the same things. So you start to just kind of bond over that, like we did, right?
Commiserate.
I mean, we obviously found interests outside of school and everything like that, where we're like, hey, you know what, we do click as friends. But as you're an adult, it's like you get that common bond with other parents, but it's kind of you're not seeing the same thing every day, you know. You're linked, but you're not linked through experience. You're just kind of linked through the fact that the kids are playing, and it's kind of a to me it feels. It's fine, but it's like a little bit forced, but it's not really like a friendship. It's more it's more like a party that happens every year, and you go to it and you see the same people. I don't know. I mean, that's almost exactly what it is, but that's a bad.
It's like hard. Analogy. You know what it is? It's the thing is, I don't know if there's any of these guys that I could be like, maybe one of them, but like where I could just say, dude, you know what happened to me the other day? And have that person listen to the like weird story that I have to tell. and then maybe respond with one or have like a follow-up question.
Right.
Like, cause you know, there's always something throughout the day where I'm like, it's almost like a Seinfeld filter that you run it through, you know, a thing that you witness. Yeah. And you're like, why is that the way that it is?
See, I always go.
That's like the rough part for me. Like I don't have that level of comfort.
Yeah, I mean, I always.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't know. I kind of take the approach of I don't. There's nothing to lose here, right? There's nothing to lose. So,
right,
Somebody will ask me advice, and I'll give them honest, real advice, like we've been friends for 25 years, you know.
Yes,
and I think they just get knocked over by it because they're not ready.
It's like they aren't expecting it.
Honest, yeah. I don't. I'd rather deal with that than niceties.
I just wanted you to hear me. I didn't need your mansplaining.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Well, then what are you telling me for? Don't you want me to take it and kind of like internalize it and then spit it back out?
Like one of my parents' friends, they were going on dates, and I kind of went into a whole thing with them about. I'm like, well, what do you want? You know, you're pushing 50. You know, like how do you not know exactly what you want? And why are you still chasing things that aren't the
you know what it is?
You should be chasing.
I think this is the best advice to give to an older dude who's like hasn't like found one yet. Found one to settle down with.
Right.
You have to stop looking for what you want and start looking for what you can deal with. You know what I mean? It's like if you can like look for like, oh, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's do it. You know what I mean? Like that, it becomes that matters almost more as time goes on. You know, like you're just like, there are flaws, and I'll take them. Take them all.
What about
I can deal with that.
I remember, obviously we love our wives and stuff. So I'm gonna throw a hypothetical out there, completely hypothetical. But when I was looking for character in who I was dating, before marriage, before kids, I was looking. I didn't realize it until later, but I was definitely looking for somebody who would also be a mother. I was looking for somebody who is going to raise the kids really good. if you, but if you
Has
you had
their
to
shit
start over
together.
now, where there's not a chance of kids, where there's no, like, you're not really going to be after making more kids. You know, let's just say our wives both die, right? Oh, it's very sad. We miss them very much, but they wrote us a letter and it says, in 5 years, I want you to I want you to date
Replace me.
and start over. You know, move on. And we're like, okay, it's a binding contract. I have to do this. And
A blood oath.
a blood oath, yes. And and you start looking. I do wonder what kind of person you would look to. I mean, obviously they would still have to like interact with your kids, but it would be like a
that's an
different type of
interesting
person
question.
that you. I know, that's why I'm like. It just kind of popped
'Cause
in
you
my
know
head
what?
because it wouldn't be the same. I don't feel like it would be
Right.
the same.
You would not go for the same type of person. It kind of reminds me of that movie Eternity that I watched not that long ago with Scarlet Witch, with Elizabeth Olsen. I think he dies first, her husband. But they mention that, like, and they're old. They mention her previous husband from like 40 years ago, though, and he died in World War II. So it was very short. They were very young.
Right.
And then she married this other guy for 40 years, and then so he dies, and he's in heaven, and heaven's like this, like, place where you can pick an eternity, and there's like a billion, like 100 different themed eternities. Some eternities with no men at all. Some eternities where you're like, naked all the time, or I can't, like, just think of any kind of themed eternity.
Can
Like,
I ask you real quick?
that's where you live.
What's the tone of the movie? Is it like a comedy?
It's not
Eternity, or is
yeah,
it,
yeah. You know what? It's almost like a John Hughes. It's like
Okay.
funny, silly, but like emotional.
kind of like Defending
And-
Your Life
and it-
was
it-
kind of heavy, but
and
at
it
the
is
same time
like-
light. Yeah.
It is such a crazy question because then she shows up, but they're at like their peak. They're in like their, I don't know, mid-20s. Like they're like as best as they ever looked, and she
So it's
sees
Hayden
her first
Christensen.
husband.
It's not Darth Vader
Yeah.
old, right? Okay.
Yeah, right.
You get
right,
to choose
right,
what
right.
age you are, but Obi-Wan just
And
chose.
you feel that age, like you're like at your best.
Mhm.
And she sees her old husband, like her first husband, and he's like, young, and he's waited for her. He hasn't picked an eternity. And then she sees like the guy that she married for 40 years, and she has to pick one of them to spend an eternity with.
Hmm.
And it's weird because they're like, well, why? Why do I have to pick someone? And they're like, those are the rules. Like, I know what you learned about this on Earth, but it's just not even close. This is what it is when you die. Like, they have their own rules, it's not like what we imagine or have made up.
Right.
They kind of like mock that. And the whole movie is about like her trying to, which one, would she?
It's got to be tough too because you're obviously not the same person. We're not the same people we were when we were 20 or 30
Right.
or even 40. Over that entire time, we've changed, hopefully grown in the better direction. I think we have.
Yeah.
But I don't think
Fingers
I'd ever
crossed.
want to really go back to being 20. Not in mind, especially. I wouldn't want that. I was an idiot. I was making very bad decisions at 20, and I mean, those decisions led to me now,
Not that bad.
but I just wouldn't.
It's funny. It's like we were dumb, but I don't think we were, like on a scale of 1 to 10, we were like a 4.
On what
as
scale,
far as,
though?
like,
we
bad.
didn't go to jail,
Like, 10
but
is
that's
murder.
fine. 10's we were at a 4.
Like I had a felony but it was because I was just buying beer for a party. Like I wasn't like
Pretty
dealing cocaine.
right.
I was like out of college buying beer for a party, and yeah, I didn't like the cop could have cuffed me,
Yeah.
but I was like, you caught me, you got me, because I could have taken off and disappeared into campus,
Right.
but I didn't, and I just stopped, and because I heard him behind me, and I like threw out one lie, and he didn't, and he had like a question for it that I just was like, dude, you caught me. And so he's like, look, I'm not going to take you down, but like, you're going to have to appear in court.
Yeah.
And it's just because you're being cool. I was like, yeah, shit. They didn't listen to me. I told them not to touch it.
Yeah.
But the freshmen picked up the beer, started putting it in their backpacks. Idiots.
Yeah. We were probably at one point the freshmen that were putting beer into our backpacks, though. I walked you down to like 50.
Yeah, but we didn't get anyone a felony.
Yeah, but we went out to 50th Street and gave a bum a $50 bill from my graduation card to get us 40s. He came out with 4 of them. They were probably $1.25 each. And I asked him for
Yeah,
change.
right.
I was like, is there change? He's like, no.
I got no change.
I'm like, that's weird.
Right, but we weren't like bad
I
lawbreakers.
think it was just normal stuff. But I did start a new theory. It's a bit kind of like on the topic, like a bit religious, but I did come up with a theory about like the afterlife and religion in general. And
Dude,
is it too late in the week?
No, dude. The last 2 nights I have been trapped on my couch with just the shittiest thought of, so wait, this all ends? No, there's just no way. This can't just all come to an end. It's like I've always known it, but it has been punching me in the face every night, like before I go to bed. Hey, you know this? It all just goes away one time. I'm like, no, fuck.
I mean, that is sad.
No way.
That is probably a sad part of it.
The sorrow that you cause other people, it's like so egotistical, but I'm like, I'm so mad at this because one day people are going to be real sad when I'm gone. I'm like, that's such a shitty, like lit fuse.
I guess. I mean, you could also, and I'll get to the theory, but you could also think of it like a really good movie, right?
I know.
You know how there's a really good movie and you're like, don't make a sequel. It was just really good. It had a beginning, a middle, an end. I really want to remember it the way it is. Please don't mess with it. Please don't try to stretch it out into something that it's not.
Yeah, and I like kind of, because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be one of these people that are like, it's all meaningless. It's all going to end soon one day. So who even cares? I was like, don't like lose your spirit for life.
Right. Because
Because I always remember the line from Kingpin when the one guy's like, how's life, Harry? And he's like, taking forever.
taken.
Because I hope at that time, I'm like, all right, well, even if there isn't anything next, I want to get to the next thing.
Well, I mean, I think so this is what I was thinking. I was thinking that time is key to it all. And so time is really what we're experiencing right now. It's not it's not multiple lives, it's not,
Right.
it's not the lifetime. It's the deciding to be here and be trapped within time. And in doing so, we can't remember the time without being the time being there, right? So we can't really grasp again the concept of not being trapped by time while being trapped by time. Maybe some people do, but not everybody. And so when we die,
Oh, geez.
I would think that the heaven or hell that we end up in is really just whatever we've made it to be. So we can go back and look through our entire lives and look at all the choices we've made, and those can be our heavens and our hells. So we can wake up every day with a smile on our face, and when we come back to it, we'll get to relive those days with a smile on our face and enjoy experiencing that feeling over and over again. If we just sit there and drink the whole time and are depressed on the couch, then we get to watch ourselves depressed on a couch, feeling sick to our stomach, and that's our hell. Like, that's what we're paying for, and that's the time that we're giving up. So time really becomes the only currency that we have, and when we die, that's the eternity that we get, because now we become unstuck in time, like Desmond, right? Like,
oh my goodness!
Unstuck. Now I took it a step further, and I was thinking about like the actual Bible and stuff. And I get that this might be, I don't even know if this is sacrilegious, but but just as a concept, I think you're allowed to think about it, right?
Yeah, you're just thinking. You're not like declaring from the mountaintops.
Well, it always kind of bothered me, like not bothered me, but I was thinking about this, like in the Bible, where God kind of shows up at certain points, but also God already knows what is happening. So for those moments in time, is God there? Like, is he actually in time talking to Moses?
Right, like the Watcher.
Right, like, but
like,
he's there.
Is he interfering?
He's not also somewhere else at that moment. Like, he's actually focused. He's focused enough to be in time, right?
Right.
And then when Jesus is there, it's kind of interesting, because a lot of the stuff that he did could maybe be explained by control of time. Like, he already knew what was going to happen, right? He already knew that he would, be crucified and all that. Like, he was waiting for. He's like, you're gonna.
He predicted it.
Deny me 3 times, Peter. You're gonna do, like, everything he talked about. He was like, and he didn't want to go through with it almost, right? He was crying about it. He went out to the desert. It's like, do I really have to go through with this? I know it's coming. Do I really have to go through with it? But also, all the different miracles that he performed along the way could all be explained by time. Like walking on the water, he could have slowed the time for the water. He could have sped up the fermentation process of the water turning into wine. Right? Like he could have healed someone by turning their eyes back to. He could have healed the blind by turning the disease backwards in time. Like, a lot of those things could actually be explained by not like a science fiction type time control, but just as a being that lives outside of time and returning to the one source. So, and it also kind of makes me think about anything about like the muses and people that have written songs or made art that came from a message from outside. That there's beings outside of time that are trying to influence those who are currently within time. Almost like, do this, make this, change these things. Kind of like how
that's what I always think about musicians. I'm like, musicians, they do this thing that, like, for some reason, it doesn't matter where you're from. It all kind of like, it like hits us the exact same way. I don't know. Yeah, it feels like something else is pushing them to make it. And then, they're here and they make this music that lasts forever, but they don't. It's almost like they go real early. Right. There's like so many of them.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like they're meant to be here, do that, and then go.
And sometimes you're listening to their music and you're going, why did you put those two things together? Why does that doesn't make sense. Nobody would ever put those thoughts together. When you look at a Jim Morrison or something, where are these thoughts even coming from? But for some reason, they make sense.
Yeah, and sound good when you sing them.
So that was my theory. It popped into my head like a couple weeks ago, and it feels kind of right, but it also means that you've got a live recording going on all the time.
Yeah, man. It's like if if you spend the majority of your time on the lighter side, being positive, then you'll have more to look back, more positive things to look back on in eternity.
Right.
So it's like fill up this time that you have with, as much joy as you can fit.
The thing I always wonder is, why does joy feel so good? Why wouldn't you just want? Why wouldn't your heaven be you doing horrible things?
Right.
But it's not, right? Like at the core, it's not. Why?
And and I'm like, it's just too. To me, it's just like the fact that we're even doing, having this thought.
Yeah.
It's like, well, wait a minute. There's nothing else that does that.
That thinks about, that philosophizes.
That's like in its own, like aware of its own you know what I mean? Like knows that it knows.
It's true.
It's crazy.
To be fair, I was listening to many lectures on philosophy and Aristotle and all these things, and so I was in that zone. It just
no, I love it, dude. I love that stuff.
They were kind of dealing with the same problems then.
I can't talk to one of these dads about this kind of stuff.
You should just try. Just start into it.
I know. I think sometimes I want to try, and then I get there and I can, I'm a room reader and I'm like, I can't crowbar this in. There's just like no openings.
See,
it's too scattered.
Yeah, I run into other problems where it's just like a lot of people, I think, in the neighborhood are like don't like religion. They don't like any talk like that. So it's
they don't like any talk like that. What about religion?
Yeah, it would just be, they're very anti-Catholic and stuff like that. So
really,
yeah, I've gone out to dinner with people and they'd be like, "Oh, there's like terrible Catholics or something." I'll be like, "Oh, geez," and I just sit there quiet.
Oh my God. Like the blacks and the Jews.
I had an umpire. There was an umpire the other day that was very, very racist. It was funny. He was, that old breed, that rare breed from back in the day. But he was like, "Where do you guys live? What field do you guys play at?" And I'm like, "We play out at 48th and Woodland." He's like, "Sure is black there." I'm like, "What?" Like, I don't even understand what that means. Philly's, 80% black, so okay,
right.
You've got a pretty good shot, I guess.
It sure is.
You're kind of right.
Yeah, like everywhere.
It still was a weird sentence. And he was like, "No, you know what I mean." I'm like, "No, I honestly don't, but let's just get the game started." I don't.
Right.
We're not going to be buds. Like, I'm just going to stand over there.
Buds.
I wasn't planning on us being buds.
Yeah, well, Catholics don't have the best. Right now it's the negative news. That's all that they. That's all that comes to mind.
I'm not a big fan of the church, for sure. But I've definitely started believing a lot more. Once we made our own decision to, once it wasn't like where you just kind of take what your parents said, which takes
exactly. It's almost like you come full circle to like your own, not to sound weird, but like your own relationship, your own like, I don't know, inner dialogue.
Yeah.
And that to me has always been the issue. It was like, well, that's how you do it. And it doesn't feel right to me. I'm not connecting to it. And I think that's important. So it's like, I'm going to set this down and I don't know, kind of like wait for it or maybe just, I don't know. I kind of had to like get back to it, with absolutely no, guidance.
Yeah. Right, exactly. On your terms.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of like working out, right?
Yeah.
I need a
It's
spiritual
it's
workout.
personal.
If I go to
It's almost
church
like beating off.
and I'm not getting I mean, I guess. I can't. I mean, yeah, I guess. No, but
It's private.
but it's well, yeah, no, it's private. But also, if you go to church, it should be kind of a workout. It should be something where you get something out of it. And if you're not getting anything out of it, then it is a boring hour. And when I would bring the kids, like sometimes we'd really enjoy it, and other times it would be like, that was like, this is really boring. We don't want to go. And I'm like, you know what? It is really boring. And I don't want to go. And that's sad. It should be kind of a workout. You should leave with like homework. It's just like if you went to a gym and they said, okay, like lay on this mat and stretch for a whole hour. It's like, well, when do we lift the weights? Oh no, we're all just gonna lay here.
Right.
Just close your eyes and lay on the mat for an hour. It's like I came here to work out. I came to shed the weak. I came to remember what's important.
Reduce
Remind
the cortisol.
Things, I guess nowadays we get that more for the podcasts and stuff like that. If you go to the right places, I guess.
But it's like, I just remember being at church and being like, the songs are just not necessary. Like, I just can't. They're never good. None of them are bangers. None of them are fun to like dance to.
Queen of the
I'm
May
sure there's a few.
Queen of the May.
I'm sure there's a few out there that
can.
One
rocks.
You can tap your foot to. But my God, literally, I'd like some more energy in there.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and the story, not the stories, but the storytellers, like, put some effort into this. Like, these are crazy stories if you can tell them the right way. That was always my issue. It was just it was like a D- performance every week,
right,
for that play.
Yeah, it's like you've been putting on the same play, and no one's going to cancel your show.
So I know.
You don't put anything really into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's the homilies.
Exactly.
The homilies need to be way better. And I've seen some amazing ones. I've gone to where my parents actually have a St. Jude by them. And the priest there, he should be, if there was an all-star team, like he should just be the Pope. He should just skip the line. He's awesome. Fantastic. Gets pumped up, hits loud volume, gives an assignment, very clear, very direct, good analogies, very positive, takes away all of the excuses that are in your head while he's saying it too. He's like, you might be thinking this, you might be thinking that. Those are not the right thing to think. You need to think about other people. You need to think about, and it's like, you're like, whoa, and you leave, you're like, all right, I'm going to, I'm going to start this week. I'm going to do good. That hit me,
Dude, but think about that. Like, I'm not an priestdom, but what else does he have to do all week? Like, he could write that week to week, killer homily, like just get up there, belt it out in like 5 minutes at the most. And like you said, leave you rejuvenated.
I mean, it's coming back around in 3 years, right? Every 3 years they repeat. So every 3 years you're hitting the same gospels again.
Oh, okay.
There's not new ones being written, right?
I know.
There's only new things happening in the world. So
right.
You could keep your own notes. Like if you delivered the same homily every 3 years, I'm not going to remember. No one's going to remember. And maybe it's about time we see it again, like a rerun, like a really good Friends episode.
Yes.
Like, let's go. Just play this. This is the one with the breast milk. Okay, let's get in this. This is the one with the tax collector, or this is the one in the desert. All breast right, like milk. I want to hear this one again. I loved hearing Vince Geneviva's joke. Where he was like, oh, my mother lived in South Philly, and she had so many religious relics and Mary statues in her window that people had to genuflect as they walked down the street. You know, it was a fantastic joke, and I heard it about 10 times, but every time I heard it, it was great.
Yeah, he had a couple. He had like many of those.
Yeah,
almost like little quick stories that like had a punchline that he would like somehow fit in. He was great.
I wish they would kind of lift that. I wish they would let some, like, if they could just let somebody, if the priest isn't going to do it, you know, let like a scholar come in and give one. Like, let somebody who can put it together. I could see it being like approved by the priest, you know?
Right.
You don't want somebody
creative
getting
control
up there and spouting a whole bunch of stuff, right? But if you could at least say, hey, here, this is the theme we were thinking. I don't know. It's got so much competition now. It's not like you go to your priest for everything where you know where you're Tony Soprano and you're just
right.
You're going there
Carmel
for dinners and psychological and every single
right.
have. You know, now you get those everywhere else. So yeah, of course the spotlight's going to turn back on you and be like, okay, so what do you do again? What would you say you do here?
What is it you would say you do here, Peter? I run the numbers. I talk to the customer. God damn it.
I have people skills. I am good at talking with people. What the hell is wrong with you people?
Yo, I watched Send Help. You know what I think the easiest sell to me about a plane crash movie is when at least someone is good at making things out of like coconuts and palm trees. And, you know, like I love that part of it when someone's really good at that. Dude, that movie was directed by Sam Raimi. Yes. And I noticed because the panning in the beginning of the books, of all her like survival books, you know, like that, she was like she read like countless how to live off the grid and in the wild. That's why she was like such an expert.
It was such a simple concept. I loved it.
I know. It was like, it explained a lot quickly. And dude, it was so great watching her so gross with that like tuna fish on her face. And then like by like the middle of the movie, maybe like beginning of the third act, she looked like as hot as ever Rachel McAdams, like she does in like The Wedding Singer.
They did like a Nanny McPhee on her, yeah.
Yeah. Like she just kept getting better. Yeah. Right. Yeah. But yeah, that was wild how she the twist, and there's always something like this in the movie that makes a movie from me go from like okay to good. It's when after you've seen the trailer and someone has told you about it, and then there's this other twist that you like had no idea was coming.
Yeah.
Or maybe now you look back on it and you're like, okay, I could have kind of seen that coming. Where she saw that rescue boat and she didn't, and she goes, oh, not yet.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like she would want to keep this going. Like she's like owning all of this.
Yeah. Why? Like, what does she have to go back to?
She's like exceeding. Right. Yeah, exactly.
But her with like the pig scene and like that was insane with the. Dude,
I forgot about that boar. It was like CGI-ish. It was like.
Oh, and then yeah, I mean, not spoilers, everyone, but yeah, when she just everything that she does in that is just great. It was just so cool.
I know, dude. And she's such a good actor that it was like you could tell, yeah, I read how to do this, but I've never done it. You know, like she wasn't like over the top confident. Like she was freaking out the whole time trying to kill that boar.
Yeah.
So crazy. And then when she lets the wife step on I didn't get that part. That was the one part where I was like, well, wait a second. Why were the rocks there when she almost fell?
Right.
Wouldn't the rocks be gone by now?
There were a few parts that were a little odd. Like his beard never grew the whole time
Oh yeah.
they were there. They were there for like a month.
Oh yeah. They're
His
there for a
beard
while.
his beard never grew. It always stayed the same, same length. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the end kind of started unraveling like an SNL skit, but it was fine. I mean, it was so much fun getting there, like with the fake surgery and stuff like that. That was just where she like paralyzes him and stuff.
Oh yeah, dude, the bird. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And that lobster, it was like, again, it was directed well. When he's eating that lobster, that squid, whatever, it doesn't even matter what they're saying. You're just like watching him eat that. Like it's like, oh my god, like he's just chomping that thing down. You know, like you really notice that he's eating it.
Yeah. Right.
And then he's just, and I mean, when she's cutting the bird up, I'm like, and tears just start running down his face because he like can't move, but it's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
that was really good.
We were dying. It was like I felt like it was a good date movie,
But-
just because it was so funny. It was kind of.
I have a
lighthearted.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was lighthearted, but then it would be like, holy shit, you know, like it was really, it was good. Yeah, it had a lot
Yeah.
of what you want. The end, like all of a sudden she was like a golfer,
I think she was just
or was that
part of the. I think she had just taken over the company or something.
that company? Oh, okay.
She was just she was
All right.
just at the CEO level. I didn't like
Okay.
that. I didn't like that. That was the end. I feel
It
like
was a
there could have
quick-
been- yeah, it was a quick bow tie at the end.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
like,
by the way,
where's
she's fine.
the
She's
rest?
the CEO. Goodbye.
Yeah, it felt like there was a little bit more.
And she did a camera look into, which was also odd. You know, I think that was just kind of like, we didn't come up. It would have been funnier if she was like, we didn't come up with an ending. Bye. And then that just ended the movie. I would have actually pretty much, because you already looked at the camera. Why not just say
That would have been really good.
what you actually mean?
And it's pretty much over, I guess. And I made it. I'm fine.
I'm fine. Everyone's
But
good.
what about that part?
How are you? Yeah. No, I didn't. The very end of it was, I was like, I could have just
I
done
was like,
that.
ah,
It
come
could have just
on.
ended on a cliffhanger or something.
Yeah. I watched it's so funny. I haven't been to the movie theater this year.
Still.
And yeah, I mean, I'm getting closer though. I'm definitely going to see Spider-Man, but I might see I want to see the Michael Jackson one. Just to see. I don't know if I'll like it. I just want to know, because it's made a lot, but like it's very polarizing.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
And I don't
mean,
know why.
I saw, social media posts of it that people are super excited.
Yeah.
I guess.
And dude, this girl that I work with, and she like controls like the music in our office, and she saw it like 2 weeks ago. The past 2 weeks, dude, we've had like the coolest mixed Michael Jackson YouTube. It's been really good. And he got the music he made. It's so hard not to move to and sing
yeah.
to. It's the coolest.
Kelly and I were watching. I randomly turned on an old Beavis and Butthead episode, and it actually had Michael Jackson's "Black or White" in it. And Beavis was making it was the jokes in that show were just I just wanted to hear them, because I'm like, there's so much woke nonsense, still. in,
Oh
like,
yeah,
a
dude,
lot
they
of the
just
TV
crap
shows.
all over it.
They crapped
don't
all
care.
over it. Yeah. And
They're ruthless.
and it was Michael Jackson's dancing, and it was the part in black and white where he's dancing with all the African dancers, and Beavis goes, "Which one's Tito?" I was like, "Oh my god!" But then he's dancing with like I don't know, previously known as Eskimos or whatever. Like he was dancing
right,
with that.
yeah.
And then he's like, "Which one's Tito?" And he just kept asking it over and over. And like, you could just hear Beavis laughing. Like it seemed so funny
Which
and
one's
so
Tito?
inappropriate. It was just so good.
Oh, I know, man.
I just
They're like
missed
I used to listen to them just watching music videos and like falling asleep to it because there's like 4-hour mixes on YouTube that I would just listen to them making fun of music videos, and my God, it was almost like, hey, we're just gonna say it now, and then when we get in trouble for it, we won't say it again, and they just didn't get in trouble. So good. But I also saw Caught Stealing,
Oh, what's that about?
which is like, it's Austin Butler, and he gets, dude, it's one of those movies I had on in the background, but every time I would like get a chance to look up and watch, it looked like something really cool was going on.
Yeah.
Obviously I didn't have it on loud, so I was like reading the captions, but like some of the action in it, and these two different cars slow-mo crash into like head first into like a pole, and like the shot is from like the cars coming towards the camera, and it hits the pole and it like folds around it in slow motion, and these things fly out, and it was just wild. And then the ending is like, what happened? The ending is so like, I don't really get it. Like, he's sitting at a bar, he finally like escapes because he's just like been on the run. He got it's kind of like Lebowski, where he gets like tied into something that he had nothing to do with, and now like people are trying to kill him, but it's not him, and he just like learns all this like crazy self-defense along the way. And then he finally like escapes, and he's like away. He's far away. Everybody that was after him is either dead or arrested, and he's like at a bar sitting down, and there's a baseball game on. He's a huge baseball fan. Like, baseball is woven in throughout the whole movie. Giants. And he sits down at the bar, and he's watching the game, and he turns around just to like double check. And then he turns back, and the TV's off, and no one's in the bar. It's empty, and all the lights are out, and he's just like sitting there. And then it ends.
Oh.
I'm like, I guess that movie I had to like pay way closer attention to, but it was good.
It sounds
the parts
like
that I saw, the bits and pieces.
An M. Night. No one was ever
there.
there.
Like I didn't understand. It was really weird, but it was good. And Punisher was great. Or not Punisher, Daredevil. But Punisher was good too. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see. I didn't. I haven't watched any of the Punisher stuff except for, I guess, when he was in the Daredevil, like season 1.
Mm-hmm. You're asking for permission.
And the Dragon.
The special presentation, whatever, the Punisher One Last Kill.
Yeah,
dude, it's like if you picked up a Punisher comic book, and like it's not tied into anything, he's just like in New York.
Yeah,
and it's just like this character is. I had to fast forward through like some, because his daughter was killed. Like his daughter was taken, and there's like some daughter stuff in the beginning. I had to I was like, I can't. I need to get past this. I get it. I know what the point is, but I'm just not subjecting myself to this now.
right.
So I fast forward through, and the last like 45 minutes, dude, he's just on a tear, like on a non-stop tear, fighting people in every way imaginable, while like all these like assassins are trying to get to him. It's like this whole like I guess like motel hotel complex.
Yeah.
That's in like a big circle with like a yard in the middle, and like 5 to 6 floors of like all these bad people coming to get him, hired by this like millionaire, coming to get him, but like on the way robbing all the like regular innocent people that are like also in the hotel, and he's got to get away from them and take them all out. Dude, it's just great. It's great. You know, it's like, and then it kind of like sets him up for the Spider-Man movie because he's like wearing the same exact costume at the end.
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
I would definitely check it out. And the season 2 of Daredevil was also awesome. Jessica Jones showed back up.
Oh, she's back. Okay. I think I watched her
episode 2.
show a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked season 1 was good.
Yeah, I remember watching some of the Daredevil, and then I watched that that first season. I don't know. Sometimes I just get exhausted with it a little bit. I know there's like the comic book exhaustion and stuff, but like I was even trying to watch the Mall show because you were like, oh, you got to watch this episode of Mall.
Oh my God.
And but I was dying. It was so painful. Like I was trying to watch it all, and I'm like, okay,
dude, I just told you to watch episode 10. I didn't watch the whole season.
Oh, all right.
Because of what happens in the finale.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Maybe
I said.
I'll just watch
Mall finale. Dude, it's. I mean.
Oh, I thought 4 was the finale or something. No, I'll check it out. But
yeah, watch the last episode. It's almost like, okay, they did it at least.
But I mean, it just seems so. So I think I got to like episode 5, and I'm like, I love John, but I don't know if I can do it. It's so painful.
I tried to watch one episode, and I was like, I don't care. But
it's
then,
so
like,
cliche. It's just a cop drama, and they're like, but it's in Star Wars. I'm like, but I've seen this cop drama. The Empire is not the FBI. I don't understand.
Right, dude. When it's a Darth Maul show, as soon as there's a character who isn't Darth Maul, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
All I want to hear is him talk about like, yeah, the Emperor tortured him. You know, like I don't care about his friends.
No. It was cool. I remember back in the I don't know if it was the Clone Wars. I forget which one it was in, but in one of the cartoons, he had a brother, or at least somebody that he treated like a brother, and that guy was very interesting, and they gave him a good backstory.
Yeah.
And it also was cool with the Night Sisters that, as badass as Maul was, they were the lesser sex on that planet. Like the Night Sisters ruled the men and would kind of just get them like runts and like pick them up and drop them in and train them to be killers and then send them to do their bidding, and then they would just breed with them and then throw them aside. Like it was insane.
Yes,
so the fact
cool.
that Maul is so tough, yet that's the planet he comes from. Where,
right.
Like he's like a rat on his own own species.
Right.
It's insane.
Yeah, and so I couldn't even get past the first episode. But then, 10 weeks later when, the internet is posting thumbnails, I'm like, wait a sec. All right, let me see what happens. And it's pretty, I mean, it's cool. It's as cool as that show will get.
When
Maul all the way to the end.
When Maul first resurrected, he had spider legs, which I thought was always really cool, because I was always like, why would you choose regular legs?
Right.
Why be restricted by our kneecaps?
2 legs, right? Yeah.
Just go nuts. Just have legs that go Grievous. If you're gonna get a whole bottom half, go Grievous.
Yes.
I also don't understand the Inquisitors that much. I keep trying to understand them, and I don't.
Me neither.
I don't quite understand them.
Faces.
Are they Sith? I don't think they're
Sith.
Sith.
Right. No, they're just like.
But they can kind of do Force stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what they are.
I get so confused.
Training.
Yeah, but I thought there was only supposed to be 2.
There's a rule of 2. I know it's a strange Filoni thing.
And how many Jedi survived? Because it's starting to become a lot. It's almost like, if the Emperor went after, like he went after all the main people of a show, but he didn't kill any of the other characters, and he was like, I got everyone. but he only got, Ross and Rachel. He didn't get, Janice, who is also a Jedi. He just let so many people go. Seems ridiculous. And they all have the same story. They're like, we narrowly escaped and we're in hiding now. It's
the Underground Railroad.
He didn't have a list, I would have at least made a list. Like, here's all the Jedi. Go get them.
Many? They need to make a thing where they he does get a list, but they delete all the things.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell is Heather doing? Sorry, Hannah wanted to see you.
Oh,
what is she even talking about? She did see me. It's so annoying. But yeah, so Toronto, Isle Maratha.
Yes.
You're going north. I'm going south.
Yeah. You're going the southmost, and I'm going the northmost.
And your kids, yeah, it's true. Your kids have been gone all week?
No, well, they've been in school.
Oh.
They've been in school, but I was off. We had a wellness thing for work.
Oh, so maybe you said no work.
Off. Yeah, no work.
A wellness thing?
Yeah.
Like what? You're just like, here's your random week off.
Yeah.
Wow. See?
Right.
That's amazing. That's woke.
That's woke I can get behind. I feel very well.
That's amazing.
But it ends up being, honestly, it felt like it was more work this week than anything, because I also had all the pressure of figuring out all the things I was going to accomplish, and then realizing I'm not going to accomplish them all, and how quickly 3:00 comes around. It comes around real fast.
I know. Did you do anything?
Yeah, no. I mean, I accomplished a good amount. Hung some pictures, but a lot of it's just resetting the house. I hauled a lot of stuff from the different floors, which takes a while. So I made it. That does. Bringing stuff all the way from the attic to the basement. It takes a while. Got my steps in.
Yeah, that's work.
But Tuesday Tuesday the kids were off. Tuesday the kids were off for the election day, and so I took them. But they cleaned the entire car. I broke out the Tough Stuff, like all the car cleaners from the detail days, and they cleaned the entire car out, took all the trash out of it. We vacuumed it completely, and then we went through the car wash, which they thought was awesome. Then we went to an arcade, which was fun. So yeah, it was good. It was a good day. And then Leo had a baseball game that night. He did well.
How are you and McShay's team doing?
I mean, our team is a great group of guys. We are not on the winning side.
That's the funniest opener ever. Well, they're a great group of guys. Yeah. I didn't ask about them. I asked about your team and how they're playing.
Well, I mean, we've got 2 wins. So there's
all right. So it's not like
I mean, that's kind of where we are. So we were of the 6 teams, we're kind of always right in the middle. Probably right around 3 or 4. So we're not the worst team, but there's definitely teams that can whoop us pretty badly.
Right.
But I drew first blood on them this year. They beat us like 18-2 or something. But the 2, one of them was me. I hit a triple, and then Pete hit me in, and I scored. So we drew first blood on them.
First blood. He does bleed. He is not a machine. He's a man.
No, McShay and I have had a blast. It's been a lot of fun. Because he's been playing short and I've been playing second. So every time we start a game, we're like, now we're going to turn one. For some reason, we just haven't had a chance to turn 2 yet.
Right.
Not that McShay hasn't made a bunch of double plays, but
Right.
Normally he's so close to the bag. I'm like, just take
He
it,
just-
and then he just
Right.
goes.
Right.
So it's been a lot of fun, but I really like the team. You can see some
That's
of the other
awesome.
teams are very like yelling at their players or people with
Oh
bad
my
attitudes and stuff, or they're just taking things way too serious.
Right.
And,
Right. You're not in the majors.
No, I like exactly where our team's at. It's like
That's good.
we're just goofy enough,
You don't take it too seriously that
No.
you've only had 2 wins, that it makes anyone really upset.
Like I got a single off this little thing that hit off my hands, and it kind of just dribbled in front of the plate. And as I'm running to first, they were like, "Whoa, whoa, oh my God, you crushed it!" And it's just
That's
the
awesome.
sarcasm was just hilarious. Even the first baseman was dying laughing by the time I got there.
That's awesome.
A hit's a hit, whatever.
Well, what do you do? Are you around June 25th to the 30th?
I think so.
You don't have
Yeah.
anything going on?
Now that might be a different question. I might be around. Let me see. Are you going to be in town?
I'm going to be in town from the 25th to the 30th. We'll probably be staying at Betty and Jeff's.
Or that weekend? Okay. Well,
And then we're going to Camp Nakamixon to visit.
after that or during
At
or
on that Monday
Tuesday or whatever? Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, I forget. Yeah, the second to last day.
Oh, dude. McShay and I have a game that
Yes.
June 28th, and
Yes.
it's at the. I'm pretty sure it's going to be at the Camden Field, like the beautiful field that has
Oh,
like
no
the Ben
way.
Franklin Bridge behind it and stuff like that.
Oh, no way.
That would be fun.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a 6 o'clock game. Yeah.
Oh, that
So
would
it'll
be
like under the
perfect.
lights. Yeah.
That would be perfect. I will bring that up to Heather.
I'm pretty
But
sure.
they're going to be home in 2 minutes.
Okay.
So you
Yeah.
want to just I mean, we did some good work.
We did it.
We got deep quickly.
We squeezed.
We didn't dilly-dally.
We dipped our toes in. We
Well,
can't
thank you for listening. We will see you next week.
It's happening.
We got to go.
Oh.
All right, brother.
All right.
I got to hop off.